What's that? Howdy and aloha, everyone. It's James Montauk. It is June 1st, 2024, and this is my documentary of how crazy, insane, and fucking nuts this planet has gotten. And thanks to the Global Pedo Predator class, aka the World Economic Forum, the World Health Organization, and the rest of the global elitist scum, are going all out. It's basically a brawl at this point, and they're swinging for the fences, and our legislators, judiciaries, and executives that are supposed to be fighting for our rights, our freedoms, etc., are just ducking. They're just ducking. They're not even looking, trying. They're doing nothing. And it's kind of, it's overwhelming, right? It's overwhelming. So me and my son-in-law and my son went out with my grandson as well, and we went shooting the other day. Let's see how this plays out. I haven't really seen this. Here we go.
Oh, you got it. Shit, I fucking missed it on the camera. I was looking over here and then I was watching you and I didn't move the phone. I got it this time though.
Just to the right. I was to the right. Dude, throwing this is so weird. Like, I feel like
we had a box of 50.
Get the flag. Yeah, I'm trying. Alright, go. I feel like we're wasting all his fucking pucks, man.
Honestly, just keep it like right.
There's my son Chase, 6'5.5", something like that, shooting a gun. We had an AR-15. We were shooting 5.56 by 30. No, 7.62 by 39. We also shot the 500 Smith & Wesson pistol. That was nuts. But that was awesome. It was fucking awesome. Good day.
Here. And it doesn't have to be like a full throw. It just, and it will fucking send it.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
I got that one.
Just like that. Alright, do you have another bullet? Yeah, I got no.
There you go.
Turn it into powder. That's the way you do it. We've done a lot of things. He was out here for a month. We had a really good time. Thanks to my wonderful family. And I'm talking everyone. My daughter's mom was very cool, did a lot of things, and was very helpful. A lot of dinners, went out to a few places. Made a slip and slide. I might have a video of that. But anyway. Now, I mean, it was just wonderful to have him here. He's just a wonderful, amazing young man. 19-year-old. He's finding his place in the world. I think we all do that. We give him a little guidance, a push, a shove here and there, but ultimately it's up to him. And I think he's going to be okay. He's got a good heart. He's a good boy, and I'm proud of him. He's a good man. Now, let's get to kind of recently what happened. Let me click on it so you can see what we're looking at here. And Tulsi put it best.
If you turn on the news right now, you're going to see almost nothing but people talking about what happened in that New York courtroom today with Donald Trump. I think it's important that we take a step back and really look at what are the very serious consequences that have come from this, that extend far beyond this specific case, these charges, this verdict, and even Donald Trump. What we are seeing here should be a wake-up call to every American, regardless of your political affiliation, regardless about how you feel about President Trump or President Biden. What has happened is President Biden has turned our country into a banana republic, a country where those in power are using the law, the rule of law, and our justice system and law enforcement to persecute their political opponents. Now, this isn't something that is only happening to Donald Trump. The consequences of this apply to every one of us, because as we see this new norm and new precedent being set, how can we as Americans feel safe and feel emboldened in challenging political authorities in our own country when we know that they can use the power of law enforcement to go after us, to go after their political opponents, to go after people who have the courage and the audacity to challenge their authority? That is what is at stake here. The foundation for the success of our democratic republic is that we as Americans, we the people, have faith and trust in the rule of law. We must have this confidence that we will all be treated fairly under the law, regardless of our political affiliation or views, regardless of our race or religion, regardless of anything, any of these other affiliations or circumstances, that we will all be treated equally. That foundation of our democracy has been destroyed by the Biden-Harris administration. Make no mistake about how serious this is to you and me and to the future of our ability to live in a free society. They have done this through their personal political persecution of Donald Trump. If we allow this to stand, it'll forever be destroyed, and our country will be finished if it's not reversed, and reversed quickly. So how do we do that? The only way is if every one of us as Americans, regardless of whether you're a Democrat or a Republican or an independent or a libertarian, when every one of us as Americans makes that decision that there is nothing more important than freedom, there is nothing more important than protecting our democratic republic, than defending our Constitution, than upholding the rule of law and saving our country. We must hold those accountable. We must hold President Biden and his administration accountable by punishing them and other politicians who dare to put their own desire for power in a higher place of importance than our freedom, our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, our rule of law, our democratic republic. It's not too late. November 5th is a critical election where we have the opportunity to hold these people to account by voting them out of office on November 5th and voting for Donald Trump.
Wow. She was very nice about that. Because as I've studied this trials, And I'm going to tell you, this guy has been through a gauntlet. A freaking gauntlet of trial and trial and trial and courtroom and courtroom and courtroom. No, I'm not good libertarian. I'm an independent. I'm voting for Trump. Dr. Shiva doesn't have a chance in hell. Sorry, Jordan. But this guy right here, welcome. Good to see you, brother. Govea, Esquire, he's an attorney. He deals with constitutional law. And he basically has gone...
We're back in trial, says, as we return from the break, government's back there, prosecutors at their table.
You know, this I'm not going to play this entire thing. It's 20 minutes, but he's got hour and a half, 2 hour segments that he clearly and meticulously goes through each procedure. And the way he does it is I want that program, but whatever the hell he's using, I think I could probably get it, or maybe it's Microsoft. I don't freaking know. But it's a PowerPoint presentation, and everything he stated, I'm just going to say, just go watch this guy, Robert Govea, ESQ, on, and he's got 376,000 subscribers. And everybody should be watching it because he really breaks it down meticulously. And it's very well done. He's a professional, there's no doubt. Let me see if I can show an example of how he kind of breaks all this down and puts it. Let me find. And he's basically, he's easily, within this case of the 34 counts of charges that this completely compromised courtroom, felonious in my opinion, felonious, just didn't give the defense any wiggle room, any opportunity. You can't use that evidence, you can't use this witness, that witness. Well, the prosecution was given carte blanche throughout the entire, just a bunch of hyperbolic nonsense. And they failed to prove beyond a reasonable doubt, in my opinion, that there was any crime. And the problem with this entire case of these 34 felonies is that they did not give Trump's lawyer, which I think that guy should have been, they gagged him from the beginning. He should have been out there talking about it, letting the public know, the media know what was going on. And I'm not really big on this particular lawyer. I don't think there's something going on with him from what Govea and a lot of people are saying is, if you're out there in social media and you're out there in the public and it's a big case that's exposed to the world, you've got to start throwing out information in regards to your case that they're not allowing you to prove your case. And Trump prosecutors failed to prove case beyond a reasonable doubt, in my opinion. It was frivolous. It wasn't. It was just payments on money that was being used, and it was to pay Cohen. And they were trying, every time they tried to ask or to provide the clear evidence, documentation, signatures, and all, they wouldn't allow it. It was just fucking amazing. And all these cases are basically the same way. What Tulsi Gabbard said right there, it's political prosecution upon a candidate that they're just scared shitless of. And most of these people that want Donald Trump in jail, and here's the exclamation on this. Most of the people that want Donald Trump in jail are on Epstein's list, on Epstein Island list. Now look up Epstein's Island and see what that's about. I'm not going to go into detail about it. I've talked about it many times. And that's kind of a clear indicator of what we're dealing with. Some sick, disgusting fuckers, right? And this is why they want Trump gone, because he wants to expose what also, what was that name? That girl was in the ambulance. Fitch. It'll come to me. And Hitch. I think that's it. Popular actress, supposedly drove her car into a building, and then they put her in a body bag, and she came out of it right before she got into the ambulance. Anne Hesh, and Anne Hesh, and a governor, and some mayor or somebody they were trying to create movies and a documentary on the child trafficking and the human trafficking that has been happening in this country by people of high stature and related. They were going to expose a bunch of stuff, and all of a sudden she's gone. There's a wicked thing happening out there. You know, you ever heard that movie, Something Wicked This Way Comes? Well, it's here. There is a darkness. And that's why I call the Democratic elites the Demoncrats, because they're a sick bunch of fucking people. And it's pretty sad that there are people that just don't even see this. Again, the people that want Trump in jail, they want to get rid of him, is because they don't want to be exposed to the most heinous, disgusting, felonious, criminal crime of the world of child trafficking. It's just fact. And they all want him gone. Why? Because he's going to expose them. They want to stop him before he reveals everything. Oh, he's pissed about 2020. Fluvid-19 and all that shit fucking, he got sold down the river by Fauci, and just amazing. And now he's like, dude, I'm fucking going after these people. And everybody knows that. We want to know what's going on too. I want to know the truth. I want real justice. Right now, our justice departments, air quotes, they're not. They're injustice right now. They're opposite of justice. And it's really sad because they're protecting themselves as well. Because here's the problem. If they're not going after the real predators, grooming real pedophilia criminals that are out there, then they're not doing their job, at the highest levels. And Garland and Mayorkas and what's the other guy's name? It'll come to me. Christopher Wray. They're being told to do something. I don't know. Maybe they're involved too, but it's just really sad. There's a wicked darkness happening, a dark cloud over this country, and it's really sad. And I can't talk about this to, family members, because they'll just say, what? Are you fucking nuts? No, look, I go down the abyss. I'm not in some little rabbit hole. I go down, it's dark, it's dirty, it's disgusting, it's scary. It's scary down there. Once you get down there and you see how many people have all this power, the global elitists and how they manipulate governments government figures, government departments with their money. And the reason why they're able to do that is every time we have a war or a flu or a cold, sniffles, we start writing checks to whoever and whatever, but most of that money doesn't go to where you think it's going. Most of it's unaccounted for. There are trillions of dollars. If you don't remember, look back, Donald Rumsfeld on 9/10, the day before 9/11, came out and said, we can't account and find $2.3 trillion. They're doing the same thing with COVID relief as well. They can't find a lot of the money. Because some of it goes to all the criminals. It keeps them all quiet. Keeps them all... So Trump's... Let me tell you how this is going to play out. They're trying to get the case to be appealed, which it will be. It'll even... Once it's appealed and once all those felonies are shot down, they may even create a... It may even go to... when it's wrongful prosecution or... God, it's coming to me. The actual case itself didn't hold merit, and why it even happened is flagrant misuse of your legal powers, and that if that could be bad for, which is good for the rest of the world, for the people that set up this crap. It's just junk. All it is to get Trump out. They're literally I mean, you've heard it on TV. You've heard these people talking, and they're saying I've heard them say, if Trump gets in office, he's going to go after us. He's going to file criminal charges. So, what are you afraid of? MSNBC, CNN, even Fox, whoever, fucking BBC, Al Jazeera, PB fucking S. I mean, what are you afraid of? Let him file his charges. If you're not guilty, you're not guilty. You think he's going to do what the Democrats are doing when they're not giving people the ability to present evidence or witnesses? I mean, the way that worked is, I'll give you kind of an example or analogy. In this 34 counts that they read off, they passed, just to put it in a nutshell, they passed several different proceedings, and they skipped over tons of witnesses and evidence and data and documents and signed documents, dated emails, all kinds of stuff. But the prosecution on the Demoncratic side had this. And they had every fucking grape they needed, which was all it was all theater. It really didn't mean anything because there was nothing happening. And on Trump's side, they had one grape, and their one grape was, this shouldn't even be happening. And they weren't allowed to show all the grapes. That's how misrepresented, or that's how corrupt that fucking entire trial, all these trials, every single one, it's amazing. So I recommend you watching Govea. I think I'll put a link in the description below. But the guy is spot on. It's I'll put it in the, hang on. Where is he? Here it is. I'm going to put it in the... Where am I? Where is it? Let's go to studio. No? Yeah. No, let's just go to history. Your videos. Go to live. There's one now. I'm going to put it like right here. Oh shit, wait. Yeah. I'll put it right there. Alright. I'll just put the guy's been spot on everything. Let's go to the actual. Yeah, it's been, and now this is the play. This is their play, and I saw this coming. Now there are Rhipigicans, Rhino Republicans that are demanding a few of them, not all, that Donald Trump now be replaced by guess who? If I type this in, I'll probably find it. Yeah, so there are a few. I think it's on TikTok. Yeah, let's just go to Marjorie Taylor Greene. She brought it up. Oh, what did Jimmy Dore say? Let's look. Let me just get to that real quick. Jimmy Dore says the proof that this is a political prosecution of Trump and that we are now a banana republic is that George Bush still walks the earth as a free man. Along with Dick Cheney, two guys who lied us into a legal war. Absolutely. Killed 1 million people and then ordered a worldwide torture program. Seriously. Gitmo. They claimed it was Donald Trump who was going to weaponize the legal system and prosecute his political opponents. Of course, that's exactly what they had in mind all along and what they just accomplished. The bad news for them is that most of the most people of conscience see through this, and even worse news for them is that those people are going to make them pay for it at the ballot box this November. Oh, fuck yeah. Right? This establishment is so stupid and so afraid that they think doing political prosecution of their number one foe is going to turn people against him. He will have the exact opposite effect. He is now a martyr, and people will vote for him who previously did not. Let me get the rest of it. Previously did not. Wouldn't have. People like African American and Mexicans who also feel like they got a raw deal from the legal system. I know this is the result because I saw those people say so when they were interviewed at a Trump rally in the Bronx. The people who are prosecuting Donald Trump hate him, but what they really hate is democracy and the rule of law. Even though they don't hate him. You said it already. You said it already. But that was all done, Jimmy. They're afraid of him. They're afraid of what I just said, that he's going to go after him, and he's going to. He's going to expose Hollywood. He's going to expose the woke agenda. He's going to expose all that shit. He's going to make the World Economic Forum look like the greatest criminal entity on the planet. He's going to do the same with the WHO. And they should. he's not, I don't think he's really saying what he wants to say. But once he gets in, he does not have, he doesn't have any ties. He's well protected. So I guess the thing now is that they want Nikki Haley to take his place. And let me go real quick to let me find MTG's post here. Taylor Green, I think it's right here. She was saying, yeah, she should be. I'd like her as VP, honestly. And look at that. She stands with Alex Jones. I think that's great. You know? What does that say? I mean, what does that say? Yeah. Sadly, Jordan, the Libertarians just elected a woke idiot. They fucked up pretty bad. As their president, their candidate for president. It's pretty bad. Let me see what she said. When President Trump used to true America First Patriots to stand behind him when crooked Alvin Bragg indicted him, Bob Good turned his back on Trump. Let's hear this.
Decided to endorse DeSantis in May because I thought, you know what, I can't sit by and watch and then regret that we nominated Trump, and we may well do it. And then as the lawsuit, the prosecutions and the courts, I'm fearful as he carries that baggage, because there's going to be some parts of our play who won't vote for Trump. But as the convictions, as the charges mount, I'm fearful our ability to win. Because there's going to be some parts of our play who won't vote for Trump, but as the convictions, as the charges mount, fearful our ability to win.
Wow, he's one of them. Who else? Oh. Here's something to chew on. Okay, I don't think that's good. Justin's coming. That's right, baby. We need to out anyone who is against Trump. The time is now. For sure. For sure. Let's see what else she says. She says, her poster. What the fuck am I doing? Let me see here. Yeah, she's like really pissed. She's really pissed at all these fuckers that are saying, oh, you replace him with somebody else, blah, 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 blah. Marianne Allison is planning to contribute over $100 million to a super PAC for Trump. Miriam Allison is, oh shit. She is a national treasure. Democrats want to put Trump in prison before the RNC convention so that they can replace him with Nikki Haley. Here it is. There it is. Let's see what she's saying.
But let me step in on what you were saying about Nikki Haley. Literally, after he was convicted, John Bolton and others were already calling for Trump to be replaced at the RNC convention. And they want to put Nikki Haley in because she is the controlled asset of the deep state.
Yeah.
Her campaign, she has worked with Democrats, Democrat donors. She's fully propped up by the Democrat Party. She is the only so-called Republican that they will accept, and they want to replace Trump because it's not about Trump per se. Everything you're saying is correct. And people need to understand they are going to make an example of him because they hate the American people and they want to destroy our freedoms. They want a full-on globalist agenda. Yep. And the American people are against the globalist agenda. This is why they're going to do everything they can to either replace Trump at the convention or force Nikki Haley to be his VP pick. Everything you're saying is correct. And people need to understand they are going to make an example of him because they hate the American people and they want to destroy our freedoms. They want a full-on globalist agenda. And the American people are against the globalist agenda. This is why they're going to do everything they can to either replace Trump at the convention or force Nikki Haley to be his VP pick. And I'm glad you're calling it out. Something else people need to be prepared for, Steve, is they're going to put President Trump in prison. They're going to do it. They've already come so far. They didn't convict him of 34 felony charges to stop and go, okay, now we're just going to have this fair campaign. They're going to put him in prison. They absolutely are going to do that because they want to make him so, they just want to make it where people won't go near him. And they know they're fighting for the independent vote where they can't steal elections. They're going to try to steal the election. They're still going to try to do that. They have no intention of losing. And that's the most important thing people need to realize, that they will do anything to make sure that they're going to win in November. And that may be putting President Trump in prison. That may be forcing Nikki Haley to be our candidate or to be the vice presidential pick, and that will never happen.
Yeah, I think, didn't I say this? These people will fucking do anything to keep that guy out. And it's the fear. You know? It's the freaking fear. That's what they're doing. They're scared that he's going to reveal the globalist agenda. He's going to fucking open that fucking stash box and he's going to reveal it to everybody. Because guess what he's also doing? He's going to fucking release Julian Assange. I mean, for fuck's sakes, people, come on. If you support Julian Assange and you want to see him out of prison, you should vote for Trump. For sure. Edward Snowden has got a good possibility of getting out too. As I've said, on my show, I have a section in here that says, on my playlist, hold on, right? And I put this up like a year and a half ago, and it's called, this section right here, I gotta stop this before it plays. It's gonna be, it's my Protect Trump playlist right here. See, it says right there, top right there in the middle, top right. Protect Trump. Do everything you can to protect Donald Trump, because they're scared. They're going to be exposed. They're going to do whatever they can. They're going to put him in jail. Like I said, they'll take out a small city, a big city, a state, a continent with whatever to get rid of this guy. They're already threatening. They're already threatening Protect Trump. I had this up for a long time. I'm telling you, they're going to do whatever they can to get rid of this guy because they don't want to be exposed for their sick and twisted, demented behavior, actions, criminal behavior. That's why they're trying to make it okay, that it's okay that there's a 42-year-old man with a beard and a thong on doing pole dancing and saying it's drag queen trans story time. They're trying to make this stuff okay, and they're trying to get everybody like, oh, it's okay. They're trying to make it normal. It's just everything about the global pedo-predator class. They're just a sick and twisted fucking dark cloud that needs to be removed. They are just, the World Economic Forum is the hub. That's the Amway convention that they all go to at Davos. Right? Bilderberg's coming up. The G20s, G7, G whatever, all these fucking, the trilaterals, all these freaking summits is where they're at. That's where they're at. They go in there and they coerce and corrupt and con and most of these people have been blackmailed. They're framed. So some of these people just have no choice. They went to the island. They're still going to these islands. You guys know that we're at about 11 million. We're at about 11 million illegal immigrants coming in, and there are about 1 million or 2 children that we don't know where they're at. Tell me that's fucking just crazy. Tell me it's just constant. And Trump's been saying, and he knows, he's getting reports, the people that are coming in, they're doing the research. These are felons. These are fellow pedos. These are fellow criminals with horrific records coming in. Right? Like I said, and it's always been this way for decades and decades and decades, the average amount of illegal immigrants coming into the United States is about 500,000 a year. That's manageable in a way. It's not good still, but it's manageable. Right? In the past, every year, since Biden took office, it's 2.5 million and increasing. Now we're looking at 2.6 million illegal immigrants. Now, that's a big fucking difference. No, it's actually closer to 3. 2.9, 2.8 million. Instead of the usual 500,000 per year forever, pretty much. You guys, there's just so much shit happening, and it's going quick. In these 3 years, either Trump's... Oh, there it is. Oh, wait. I have to show how Covea breaks this shit down. These 3 years have been the setup to our nation's takedown. The globalist agenda, they want this fucking country. We are the last stronghold. I'm fucking telling you. We are the last stronghold. Okay? Look at that pin. NAGR.org. Or Tom.org. Anyway. Let me just go to what I'm playing there. I'm going to go to history real quick. And Govea's probably got that system I was talking about earlier. Yeah, protect Trump at all costs. If they're not doing that, then we're effed. They need to do that.
Trial is ahead.
See how he breaks it down?
We're glad and grateful you are here and with us. We've got closing arguments, then it's off to the jury. We'll see if we even finish it today, because the judge was holding them late, said the jurors, can you stick around? See if we can wrap this up today, and then they'll come back and start deliberations tomorrow. We'll see if they finish it up today. But we've got a lot to get to, my friends. Grateful you are here and with us this morning. We had a members-only stream for our membos. We love our membos.
So he does a... I love this layout that he uses with this PowerPoint. I'm going to find it. I just haven't tried. Okay. I think we're going through pretty much everything. I don't know how long I've been on. But that's what's happening. These people are scared shitless. Weinstein used to hang out with Robert De Niro. The guy that raped and pillaged most of his clients in Hollywood, girls, to get him movies. Hollywood is bad, man. Hollywood is like one of the epicenters of all this crap. And all I'm saying, all that I'm really saying is, if you're following MSNBC, and if you're following Fox, and if you're following Al Jazeera, BBC, PBS, CBS, ABC, whatever, the mainstream media, they're going to steer you in the direction that Donald Trump is the evilest person on the planet. But he's not. He's not. The evilest people on the planet are Klaus Schwab, Yuval Harari, people that are high end, Soros, a few other people, and a handful of bazillionaires out there, just sick fuckers. Bill Gates definitely is. That guy's a fucking monster. A monster. Yeah, we've got to protect Trump, and it's going to get appealed that he's just got. MTG is doing the research, and everybody's calling her the crazy woman, but that's like what's that? Emmett Smith was Dr. Brown of Emmett Brown of Back to the Future. Remember Back to the Future with Michael J. Fox, and what was his name? Christopher Lloyd, I think it was Christopher Lloyd. Anyway, played the mad scientist, but he was extremely smart. He created a fucking time machine, people. I know it's fiction, but what I'm saying is some of the smartest, most grounded people out there. I think it's kind of weird that Robin Williams disappeared right before this all happened, right before Fluid-19. It's just something about that. It's just something about it. Just there's, because that guy was grounded pretty well. I mean, he worked on both sides. Yeah, what a wonderful actor he was, and a great comedian. Anyway, all right. I'm just gonna say this now. Protect Trump. Nikki Haley's still a piece of shit. We, like MTG said, we need to get these people out, but we don't know if there's going to be an actual election. Okay, like I said a year ago, 2 years ago, even 3 years ago, 2024 is going to be fucking crazy. And I think I nailed it. And I think I fucking nailed it. They're still blowing up. They just destroyed another chicken factory the other day, or today, or yesterday. They're still destroying some of our food sources. Bill Gates still thinks that cows are worse than cars. And everybody wants to say, well, go lock yourself inside of a garage, Bill. Mr. Gates, piece of shit. And turn on the car, close the garage door, lock everything up, and spend the night with that car. Do it. Just go do it. And then I'll go inside another garage and just be me and a cow. Right? And we'll see who survives the next day. I mean, I might get trampled on a little bit, but I'm still going to be alive, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, this guy wants to cut down trees. How is that helping the environment? He's diabolical. How are people like Klaus Schwab, Yuval Harari, George Soros, I mean, Bill Gates, Anthony Fauci, how are these people still roaming free? That's what gets me the most. These are the most diabolical, felonious, dark creatures on this planet. Just terrible. Terrible. Oh, wait, I gotta show you. We actually shot the 50 to the 100-yard mark, and there's actually a bullet hole at the top of you can kind of see it on top of that target right there. The grouping was okay. In the back, you can kind of see it. And all three of us shot 3 shots, because those bullets are freaking like $5 a piece, man. They're expensive. So, we didn't check to see who shot that shot, hit the target, but one of them hit the shot. No, we had 2 shots out of 3 of us. The 500 Smith & Wesson. Motherfucking thing was awesome. And we shot. Chase went first, and I went, and then Gabe went. And we don't know who hit it, who got that. We don't know who it was, but I think I got it. I don't know. It's his gun. I don't fucking. He fucking probably shot it 100 yards. If you can fucking shit it. If you could hit that circle at 100 yards with a fucking 500 Smith & Wesson, you're a badass motherfucker. That's all I gotta say, man. Damn, that thing is fucking awesome. We had a good time though. I missed my son. I took him to the airport today. He was just wonderful to be around. Good kid, and all that stuff. You know what? I think I'll show you. Might as well show you the slide. I made a slide. I made a real cool slide.
Over there, over here.
$16 at Lowe's. Get rocking. Hold on. Hold on. You gotta watch this. All right. Oh wait. Here. Let me start from the beginning. Yeah, I bought this 3mm 10 by 25. $16 at Lowe's. Get rocking. We made it. We're testing it out for. I don't think you saw that. Did you see? Yeah, we tested it out for my grandson. It's his last day at school. Then it was Wednesday, and he was going on his summer break. And when he got home, he was surprised, kind of, that he saw. He really didn't know what the fuck it was until he rode it 50 times. But we put it together. Works really good. It's a smart thing to do. They don't sell slip and slides, real slip and slides anymore. Because of fucking soccer moms and shit. But anyway, that's pretty much it. We kicked ass. We had a good time. Sorry I haven't been on that much, but I'm glad that I'm back on. I think I'm missing something. Let's just look real quick to make sure I've kind of covered some of the stuff I've been wanting to cover for a while. Yeah, they're just good. 16. Wait. Here. Southern Central. Southern Central. That was freaking fun, man. Freaking fun. Alright. Here's my disclaimer. Right. And I'll just end with this. How do